call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the SEC, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him. Out at the 20. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win. And they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game. They're being aggressive. They're taking a shot. And they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll test the right side. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Hurley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Washington right back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's caught. It's Duarte. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. It's a bubble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And the Huskies in the hurry up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Duarte. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Quickly to the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. On the move, it's Cook. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Looking left. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Release to the back. It's caught. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Washington wants to go quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Duarte. Powers through the defender. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you to create a negative play.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Looking for more. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their... and that helped lead to the home run.
Washington, 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Duarte. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for space. It's Cook. There he goes. Made a defender miss. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the right side. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give out of the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for room. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll try the counter. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Using the quick game. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. And there he goes. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Right back to the well. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.